Es gibt einen neuen in der Mannschaft, dem das Fahren mit Allradantrieb noch fremd ist. Walter Röhrl. Er sagt, er sei ein Fahrschüler. Er müsse jetzt erst mal lernen. Er würde gern mitfahren bei einem, der es schon kann. Stig Blomqvist kann es, keine Frage. Es ist Jänner und höchste Zeit zum Üben. Denn Leute, die sich für die Rallye Monte Carlo was vorgenommen haben, sollten ja zumindest Grundkenntnisse mitbringen. Befragt, was er von dieser für ihn so überraschenden und fantastischen Situation hält, reagiert Röhrl mit seiner...
Diskutiert einmal nochmal mit den Michelin-Leuten und vor allem, was der Stig sagt. Der weiß am allerbesten.
Man kann ihn verstehen. Solange du einen Mann wie Stig Blomqvist im Nacken hast, kommt Heiterkeit nicht richtig hoch. Stig Blomqvist vor Michel Mouton. Blomqvist führt den Quattro-Sport zu dessen erstem Sieg in einer Weltmeisterschaftsrallye. Er gewinnt zum 5. Mal in diesem Jahr. Das ist neuer Weltrekord. Er wird endgültig Champion. Blomqvist ist der Champion. Das ganze Team hat für Audi das große Doppelheim geholt.
It's fun to be on the snow and ice with this car because it's so nice handling and it's bringing a lot of memory back after 40 years, and then you get the car. It's such a good shape. It's really good.
Drivetrain technology has defined Audi so considerably. I simply like the idea of developing a vision for a car in a form that didn't yet exist at that time, and to show the world that we could do it better. The all-wheel drive idea made automotive history for Audi. To learn more about the birth of Quattro technology, we travel to Hamelin in the German state of Lower Saxony. Here, in a small industrial town, lives the man who, 35 years ago, was head of pre-development at Audi and the originator of Quattro drive technology. In Ingolstadt, the head of chassis development comes to Walter Tresser and raves about the great handling of a VW Iltis, an off-road vehicle. He made the offhand comment that if we had the Iltis with more engine power, we would outshine all the rest. That was his vision, to have an Iltis that would have superior driving characteristics in snow. I was more of the opinion that we should make a sporty passenger car, a coupe, a two-seater or a 2+2, great performance and four-wheel drive. And then I won out in the end with my idea. In February 1977, Tresser and his 12-man team began to develop the first Audi with permanent all-wheel drive. 6 months later, in November 1977, the first Audi Quattro is finished, the UR Quattro. In-house, the car is called the A1. The A stands for all-wheel, the 1 for the first all-wheel model. The car is a modified Audi 80 with slightly lengthened wheelbase and a 5-cylinder turbocharged engine with 200 horsepower. Walter Tresser and his colleagues clock up lots of test drive kilometers before presenting the new driveline technology to Ferdinand Piesch, the chief technical executive with overall responsibility for the project. Piesch was behind the wheel at one of our first prototypes, and when the car came to a stop at the Turascher Hohe mountain pass, local people were there fitting snow chains. And then, while assembling the snow chains, the locals kept glancing at the Quattro with its summer tires with expressions of pity on their faces. They fitted snow chains, and then Piesch just sped off with summer tires through the swirling snow. The all-wheel drive in the UR Quattro impresses and passes all internal tests. Now, all that remains is to choose a name for the new drivetrain. I tried the whole time to find a name that was not just a name, but more a type of classification. And then we came up with Quattro with 2 T's and an R that rolled off the tongue much better. But the Audi marketing department in Wolfsburg was pushing for the name Karat. Before that, I had heard about this perfume from 4711, a simple cologne for women. When the name Karat was presented in this meeting, I said, surely you don't want to name this beautiful car after an ordinary woman's cologne. I showed them the bottle. That didn't make me any friends, but in the end it helped make sure that Quattro won out.
Natürlich keine Freunde gebracht, aber am Ende geholfen, das Quattro durchzusetzen.
Walter Tresser prevails for the second time, and as a result, the Audi Quattro with permanent all-wheel drive made its world premiere in March 1980 at the Geneva Motor Show. While the all-wheel drive technology goes into series production, Walter Tresser moves to motorsport, along with his all-wheel concept. Here too, the success stories come quickly. In 1981, Franz Wittmann wins the Jana Rally in Austria, more than 20 minutes ahead of the competing cars. This lead and this appearance was all it took to focus the attention of the entire rally world on Quattro and on the four-wheel concept. Today, there's not a single rally car without all-wheel drive. The spotlight also falls on Tresser when the French driver Michel Mouton agrees to join his factory team. The first woman in the history of rally racing. With Mouton, he wins the San Remo Rally. From a technological standpoint, the Audi with all-wheel drive is at least 2 years ahead of the competition. And in 1984, it attracts the rally racing legend Walter Röhrl to the Audi factory team. Everyone wants to drive the most successful car in rally racing history and score victories with the Quattro technology. After amassing over 20 wins, Audi withdraw from rally racing in 1986. By then, Walter Tresser had also departed, leaving Audi to start his own business. Today, he runs a small fan club where he's gathered memories and vehicles from his career. Walter Tresser had an idea that enabled him to redefine Audi drive technology, and it's still decisively shaping driving dynamics today. Snow-covered roads, bitterly cold, perfect conditions. Quattro, the drive system for great traction and handling. On a dry road, the engine's propulsive power is transferred nearly one-to-one to the wheels. On snow and ice, it takes the right technology to enable better traction and handling. The Quattro drive provides the best conditions for this. Sebastian Strasser, head of the department at Audi that develops the Quattro drive system, knows all about its advantages. Essentially, Quattro technology is designed to operate ideally on surfaces with any friction coefficient. When driving on snow, for instance, in the electronically controlled system, such as the one in the R8, we redirect a lot of torque to the second axle to achieve the best traction possible at both wheels there. That is, we exploit the capabilities of both axles as ideally as possible. To avoid a loss of traction, the drive torques must be distributed to both axles in a targeted way. We're at the Audi test site in Scandinavia to learn more about Quattro technology. As many as 400 engineers work here to test and improve Audi technologies under extreme conditions. The Quattro development team is here too, tuning the Quattro technology for each Audi model over many test kilometers. Right now, Michael Behr is optimizing the actively controlled all-wheel drive system in an Audi R8 with winter tires to enable ideal traction and handling on snow and ice. Our system ensures that the engine torque or propulsive power is distributed to the correct wheel at the right time and that the vehicle drives safely and with stability, offering customers the best possible traction. Michael Behr uses an instrument to measure the torques at which the wheels spin on the 6.5-kilometer test route at a temperature of -18 degrees Celsius. In drifts, the instrument reading is pegged. The Audi R8 slides sideways across the road. Quattro drive should prevent this by distributing the drive torques to all four wheels in a specific way. Especially at these low friction values, you need four-wheel drive at all four wheels to transfer the drive torques to the road surface, first to improve traction for customers and second to improve handling so that they don't come up short on driving enjoyment. What looks like continual driving pleasure on snow and ice is for the Audi engineers their fine-tuning of Quattro technology so that Audi customers can enjoy a clear advantage in drive systems for both normal and extreme road conditions. Even though the Quattro drive delivers better traction and greater driving stability, it's not possible to shorten braking distances.